Alright, so first and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Quadash. We sit down and see the apostles and elders of great Milton rule well. And salutations to the Akim out to the pushing the word on the truth and sincerity day in and day out. We say Shalom. Right, we feel like we say Shalom. Right, it's this particular topic is about the law, right? And that is you must keep the law, and you have to follow the words that are written in this Bible and follow the law, because the law is written here. You know, all these things that are written, the commandments, the laws, right, statutes, all these things that are written, you're supposed to take heed and supposed to do, right? So someone saying that they're not supposed to do it, or trying to prove that this law not supposed to be kept, then they're not abiding in the truth, right? Or they don't have the truth. For a particular example, these churches, these pastors teach that they're not supposed to keep the law, right? But according to this word and according to when Yahushua walked, the Messiah kept the law, right? And he expounded on that, right? And what sparked this topic was, I was watching a particular video with this woman, Cherry Love, whatever her name is, with the brothers from I remember the brothers from Chicago, when she pulled up with Vocab Malone. She did a video and she went on the rape, and I say, well, with that I will touch upon keeping the law, right? That you are supposed to abide in this law, right? I just watching her page right now, and I can see she pumping hard with Shield Squad, but what Shield all is and what Shield all using, seeing weave in her hair, you understand? No shame facing her, so she constantly breaking the law, right? So I'll start with Proverbs. Right, I'll start at Proverbs chapter 28. Proverbs 28 verse 9. It says, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. Right, so if you turn your ear away from hearing this law, your prayer shall be an abomination. In other words, your prayer come like two faggots. Right? That way your prayer come like abomination. And the scriptures clearly state that the Lord hates all abomination, right? And this is show how powerful that scripture is that he that turneth his ear from hearing the law, because at the end of the day, the law shows you how to care about yourself and what to keep, right? Because if you all state, if you all teach in the churches and so forth, and these people teach that the Messiah didn't sin, then what is sin? What is sin? Right? Matter of fact, I'll bring another scripture one time. It says this 1 John chapter 3 verse 4. It says, whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. So sin is the breaking of the law, the transgression of the law. So what you're supposed to do, not to, if you don't want to sin, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to keep the law. So how could these people teach that sinners are going to perish when they themselves sinning and they themselves committed all sorts of abominable acts, right? Eating pork, the men shaving the beard, they eating shellfish, they committing adultery and so forth. But they want to go and tell people that not to sin. But if you're going to tell somebody not to sin, then how are you going to tell them what sin is? And how are you going to tell them what not to sin from, or what to stay away from, right? Or what to do? Because going back to the series, 1 John 3 verse 4 says, for whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is a transgression of the law. As I was saying, we know the Messiah didn't sin. But in order to say that he didn't sin, that means he kept the law. So how could you say that the law done away with, and that they don't need to keep the law? But you all uphold the tithes law. That is the law all you keep to the fullest, because at the end of the day, that is what funded your coonery, in other words, right? But So going back here now, John McCain the proverb. So if sin is the transgression of the law, that in order to not sin is supposed to keep the law, right? So if anyone teaching it otherwise, hey, scripture say there's no light in them, you know. So going back into the Proverbs 28 verse 9, say he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. So that is how powerful it is. So if you turn away your ear from hearing the law, even your prayer shall be an abomination. Like when I was watching a video today, and the brothers was basically doing a video on how she touched on the rape law, right? About marriage, and she basically went off. She went off, and the brothers corrected, right? And I say, hey, so I do this video on keeping the law and who upholding the law. Okay, you're supposed to uphold this law. These people don't want to keep the law because they know abiding in the truth or upholding the law is going to stop them from doing all the wickedness that they are doing right now. Eating pork, as I say, eating pork, they love to eat the bacon. I'm sure about that. When she wake up, when she eat bacon, she sells fish without scales, shellfish, right? Weave, all these things, pans, all these things that they break in. If you go to show them and break it down for them, they go in and go mad, right? But they want to come up and play the holy, but they sinning right through, right? Go to our next scripture here. Because even Apostle Paul kept the law, right? So this Acts 24 verse 14, it says, but this I confess unto thee, that after the way which they call heresy, so worship I the God of my fathers, believing all things which are written in the law and in the prophets. So there's a beautiful example of how Apostle Paul kept the law, right? Reading over, it says, but this I confess unto thee, that after the way which they call heresy, right, so worship I the God of my fathers, right, believing all the things which are written, believing all the things that are written, right, not some, not picking and choosing, not cherry picking, not these things, believing on all the things that are written, right. It say in the law and in the prophets. So in the law, so he believed Apostle Paul believed everything in the law, because they love to mention Apostle Paul, but Apostle Paul kept the law. So you teaching that they're not supposed, that they could go ahead and eat pork, that they could go ahead and do these things, then you're not teaching what Apostle Paul was teaching, and you're not abiding on what Apostle Paul was abiding in, right? I say, believe in all things which are written in the law and in the prophets, right? And in the prophets, with the things that the prophets say, all these things, as I say, you can't cherry pick, because Apostle Paul is he believe in all the things. Then the prophets talk about destruction and death, famines, all these things. So, and he believe in all of that. And as I say, they can't cherry pick. This is not about cherry picking, right? Next scripture. This is John 14 verse 15, right? You see, and this if you go into the scripture, you'll see that it in the red letter, which is Yahushua speaking. It say, there's John 14 verse 15. It say, if ye love me, keep my commandments. And why would the Messiah say that? To keep his commandments. Why? Because you're supposed to be following these things. You're supposed to be abiding in these things. Why would he say that? Right? I'm going to jump down to 21. It says, he that had my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. Right? So the man that have this commandment, had these laws, and hold it and keep it them, right? Until no one break it, he himself keeping it, to the best of his ability, right? Because the Messiah kept the Sabbath. He didn't sin. He kept the Sabbath. He didn't sin. So that means the Messiah did what? He abided in what was written, what was told. Right? And he's saying here, no, he that had my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. So if you abide in his commandments and you're keeping them, then you love the Messiah. Right? It's, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him and will manifest myself to him. And that is just to show you that these churches and these people here, Cherry Love, Vocab Malone, they be breaking the law, they be breaking the commandments. So how could ever the Lord abide in them? Right? Never. Right? I'm gonna go tell this John here. This will be this might be the last precept to come out with. Right? This is John 7 verse 49. It say he that it say John 7 verse 49, it say, but this people who know it not the law are cursed. So let that sink into your mind. Right? These people, but these people who know it not the law are cursed. So that is just to show you how big the law is. Again, if you're telling somebody that not to sin, then where are you going to tell them not to sin from? Because sin is the transgression of the law. So that means you have to go to the law to find out what is sinning, what is sinning, or how is sinning. Right? And again, let's read about this precept here again, John 7 verse 49. But these people who know it not the law are cursed. So if you know the law and you ain't keeping the law, you are cursed. And it's not my own words, this coming out straight out of the scriptures. Right? So, abide in the law, abide in the commandments. Keep the laws at the best of your ability. Right? So with that we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rabka, Quadash, the apostles and elders of Brave Notion rule well, and salutations to the Akemos, to the pushing rule and truth and sincerity, day in and day out. We say Shalom. Again, let nobody, for people that know learning, for people that outside, don't ever make nobody teach you different from what the scriptures say. Right? So with that, again, Shalom.